2016 local elections resulted in a record number of coalitions, most notably in some key metros such as Johannesburg, Pretoria and Nelson Mandela Bay. And it seems coalitions are here to stay after Monday's election. Political parties already indicating who they can and cannot work with. But are coalitions good or bad for local governance and service delivery? Let's discuss this now with Dr. Harlan Klute from the School of Public Leadership at Stellenbosch University. Good evening, Dr. Klute, and thank you so much for your time. If you talk about coalitions, I think one automatically thinks about the attempt by the DA and the EFF to work together to govern Tshwane and Johannesburg, which, let's face it, went horribly wrong. What would you say are the major lessons to be learned from that exercise?
I think good evening to you, Sally, and good evening to all your listeners, viewers. I think one of the lessons, for coalitions to work is that the coalition partners need to share the same value system. They need to be able to share the same ideas about how to take a community forward. And as soon as coalition partners do not share a common value system or common principles, then I think you do have a recipe for disaster.
So the DA and EFF, you're saying, ideologically are just too far apart. And would you say that's why we've seen more stability with the EFF and the ANC working together around Johannesburg?
I think definitely, Sally, where, like I said, where people share the same value system and belief, if you are ideologically too far apart, and then, like I said, it is just a recipe for disaster. People need to feel safe in a coalition. They need to be able to trust one another. There's a book called Collaborating with the Enemy. How do you work with people you don't like, agree with, or trust? And so coalition partners, for it to work, they need to put their purpose together. And the purpose of local government for me really is about making sure the objectives of local government, delivering services, working with those communities to find sustainable solutions. And so the first lesson for coalition governments to work is a shared value system.
If we look at what happened in Tshwane and also Nelson Mandela Bay, it became so intractable that governance actually didn't happen for a period. Do you think we have enough political maturity to avoid that happening again? Should we see more coalitions at metro level after next week?
You see, we have two types of governance systems in local government, where the MEC can decide whether it's a collective executive system or the mayoral executive system. Now, in the executive system, like is practiced in the KZN, you have not the winner takes all, but the parties are represented in the executive committee proportionally to the seats that they've received. And I think that is a more stable form of governance where there's not one party that wins all it. Because if you have, say, for example, in a small municipality like Laingsburg, where you have smaller municipalities, if you have the mayoral system, it could mean that a party that with one seat could end up being the mayor and wielding such a lot of power and influence. So we would argue that for a coalition government, if no winner takes all, then the MEC has got authority to then introduce what is called an executive system, which allows for an even spread in the representation in that executive of council.
And how do you get to an agreed framework? Is it up to the coalition partners, or is there a certain amount that's out of their hands?
I think that if the political principles, they get together and there's a framework, of course, there's, like I said, there's needs to be a common value system. There needs to be principles. How do we deal with disagreements? What do we consider to be the priorities? All political parties agree that there are three problems: unemployment, inequality, and poverty. And political parties, they just need to get their act together and say, how do we put our purpose together in a framework about what it is that we're going to do with communities over the next 5 years? Look, I think communities couldn't care who governs, as long as that somebody addresses economic empowerment and get them out of poverty and make their living just a little bit easier. South Africans are united in that they want this better life. But point. Local government sadly has not delivered on this.
So, you're saying that people just want these problems solved. I was going to ask you, how do coalitions serve the voter? And should voters be very cognizant that they may be voting for one party that might end up in a coalition with another as they go to the polls on Monday?
But hence I'm saying, you know, if nobody gets 50%, I think the best way forward would be for the executive committee system, where parties are then proportionally represented equal to the amount of votes that they've received in an executive committee system. In that way, it almost allows for consensus politics. You know, that we can find the maturity to get consensus about what must be done, and not, you know, the hoo-ha that we see on in the build-up to an election. So a municipality needs to be stable. There's a political side, the administrative side, and a lot of times because these coalitions can't work well together, the administration also suffers. And so we would argue that for coalitions to work, you need a strong executive committee system to support the will of the voters, that no party won an outright majority. And that means simply that political parties must now work together.
Yeah. Let's look at the ANC. Do you believe that they are going to continue to lose their majority in certain councils and metros? And do you think that they are going to be open to working with parties such as the DA?
I think some would argue, you know, that the best coalition possibly is the coalition between the DA and the ANC. I predict that the ANC will continue to lose support in the metros. It stands the real risk of being a rural party. But I do think, you know, for stability, that the best coalition forward is between the African National Congress and the Democratic Alliance. I think, and they should have that maturity. I mean, John Steenhuisen is on record of saying that he is open to speaking to the ANC, and I think that the ANC would be foolish not to be open to negotiations. I think political parties go into an election knowing, wanting to win, and I think after 1st November we'll have a clearer picture and who is in bed with who. But for a party to continue its manifesto, its promise to the voters, it doesn't want to be in opposition. A political party wants to be in a position where it can actually deliver on its promises to its electorate, and then be in a position to deliver and to be able to govern again.
Thank you so much for chatting to us this evening. That was Dr. Harlan Klute from the School of Public Leadership at Stellenbosch University.